I'm Celia Moore and I'm from IBM in Europe, and the laboratory that we've been leading is on science in schools. If you look around the world today and the kind of jobs that we need to drive the knowledge society that we're now living in, there's a need for more and more scientists in the workplace who can help design and develop and produce the kinds of products that we are using in our society now. And at the same time, what we're seeing is a decrease in the number of students going through to universities to study the core sciences that will enable them to do these jobs. So that's the pure sciences, maths and technology are areas where we in fact need more qualified students, and at the moment we're seeing a decline. That's not just in Europe, actually, it's around the world, but it's an important issue for us as employers to have a good pipeline of qualified students. At the moment, a number of companies like IBM and our partners in this project, like Volkswagen, all actually have very strong programs for schools to help students and teachers learn more about science and support the sort of curriculum work that goes on in schools. But it's uncoordinated. And so one of the challenges for schools is to actually know what's out there and to be able to make the best use of all the offerings that companies have. So one of our goals is actually to bring companies together to collaborate better, and then to look at how can we really create a platform to communicate with schools and to work with schools on how they can integrate the value that companies can bring from the sorts of programs that we have. So, it's that coordination across companies and then working with other stakeholders like the education sector, teachers, and other people who have interests in producing good scientists for the future. We've made some good progress so far, and the way we're operating is in each country, because it is country specific, we're setting up a network, a Science in Schools network. So we've got 10 up and running so far, and in that network we're bringing together some companies who are interested in this area, together with teacher organisations and usually somebody from the government who's got a particular lead role in looking at teaching science in schools. So those networks then are developing their own programme around the national agenda, and looking at how they can coordinate and collaborate. So we will bring together, I think, probably some best practices, because across Europe in schools things need to be in local language. But the network are very keen to learn from each other on how to do the best delivery into schools and to spark some new ideas. So we're just starting now on bringing together some podcasts that we want to make available for teachers around Europe. And we're going to look at whether we use one of the public sites like YouTube or whether we create a space. One of our partners is European SchoolNet, who already have a website, and they do a lot of work with schools around Europe. So we're looking at who should we collaborate with, because collaboration is really the heart of what we're trying to do to drive an improvement.